Ethan was 40 years old and 5 years a widower. Every morning he unlocked the door of his small second-hand bookstore and stepped into a world that never changed. Shelves stood exactly as they had when his wife was alive. The old record player waited silently near the counter. It was a quiet life, predictable and safe. On a rainy afternoon, the bell over the door rang, and a young woman hurried inside. Her name was Lila, 24 years old, freshly graduated, carrying a backpack filled with notebooks and hope. Rainwater fell from her hair as she brushed it back, her cheeks warm with color. She told Ethan she was searching for a rare poetry book. As Ethan guided her through the aisles, he watched the way she touched the books, gently, almost lovingly, as if each one held a heartbeat. They talked while she searched, at first about authors and stories, then about life, about the future, about the risks people take for love. Ethan found himself smiling more than he had in years. There was something different about her, something bright, something alive. Lila asked if he ever read poetry out loud. Ethan laughed softly and admitted he used to. The shop, he said, just didn't feel as alive anymore. She paused, looked at him with warm eyes, and said that maybe all it needed was the right voice again. Silence followed. Not awkward, not uncertain, but soft and full of tension, like air just before a kiss that doesn't happen. Ethan found the poetry book she wanted. When he handed it to her, their fingers touched. A small moment, a spark, enough for both of them to feel the connection. Ethan pulled his hand away quickly, surprised by how deeply it moved him. Lila paid for the book, but before she left, she wrote her phone number on the receipt. She told him that if he ever wanted to read poetry out loud again, she would love to listen. The bell over the door rang once more as she stepped into the rain, umbrella lifted. Ethan watched her walk away, the world outside blurred by mist and drizzle. For a long moment he just stood there, holding the receipt, staring at her handwriting. Then he crossed the shop and placed the needle onto the old record. Music rose into the quiet air, warm and romantic, filling every corner. Outside, Lila paused, listening through the window. She looked back at him, smiling. Ethan smiled too, feeling something stir in his chest, not grief, not fear, but possibility. The lights in the bookstore glowed brighter than they had in years, and for the first time since his wife's passing, Ethan felt the future gently calling his name.